This is Thor, the moderator, and I am here at the MBA Orlando offices, and I'm with Jason Holstein, who is the Corporate Development Director. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, here at the MBA. And Jason, tell me a little bit about what a Corporate Development Director does here at the MBA.
So MBA Orlando is Central Florida's LGBT Chamber of Commerce, and as Corporate Development Director, I'm responsible for really supporting the development, advocacy, and growth of our LGBT business community and our allies. And I do that by building relationships with our corporate partners, engaging our business members, and developing the programs necessary to maintain that engagement.
Well, now, when you mention corporate partners, what does that actually mean to be a corporate partner of the MBA?
So we have members that are small businesses that want to do business with other members and possibly procure contracts from larger corporations. Our corporate partners tend to be bigger companies such as Disney, Darden, Wyndham, Hilton, TD Bank, M&I Bank, Macy's, and others that want to engage LGBT businesses in their supply chain, which is something that is very recent.
Why is it that they have an interest in engaging LGBT businesses?
I think that a lot of companies are interested in having the best possible people to do the work that they need to provide the goods and services for their company. And it doesn't matter who you are, what you do, your sexual orientation, your gender identity, your race, your ethnicity. None of that matters if you are able to do the work that you do well. I think we've found that because of conservative corporate climates in the past, many LGBT businesses tend to shy away from bidding on opportunities to work with major corporations. And when a company says that we recognize the LGBT Business Enterprise certification and we want LGBT businesses in our supply chain, our LGBT business owners feel comfortable stepping their foot into that ring.
Now, you mentioned the LGBT Business Enterprise certification. Tell me a little bit about the organization that does that.
So the National Gay and Lesbian Chamber of Commerce, based in Washington, D.C., certifies businesses as 51% LGBT-owned businesses. You can be a brand new business that just started up or have a 30, 40-year history. You can be making $1 a year or $1 million or $10 million a year. There's no limit, but you're authentically 51% LGBT-owned business. That's what they certify, and companies recognize that certification and try to include businesses with that certification in their supply chain.
How does a business become certified with the NGLCC?
When a company is a member of a local affiliate chamber of commerce, they are able to certify with the National Gay and Lesbian Chamber of Commerce for free. That's a savings of $400 their first year to certify, and then $200 every year thereafter that they don't pay so long as they maintain membership in one of our organizations.
Well, now another thing, and I can see it over your shoulder actually, it talks about the MBA Pride in Business Awards. And tell me a little bit about that. I think this is a relatively new endeavor for MBA.
This is the first year that MBA had the Pride in Business Awards, but it's not the first year that we've recognized award recipients. For the last 5 years, we recognized the Debbie Simmons Community Service Award. This award was named after our founding president, who was president of the organization for 16 years, and it recognizes an individual in the community whose entrepreneurial spirit is only matched by their care and concern for the LGBT community.
And so this year, you had a more formal event to honor your award recipients. Tell us a little bit about who received awards this year.
So this year we had an actual business awards gala with 180 attendees. It was the largest event that we had ever had for the Chamber of Commerce. And we recognized small businesses of the year, businessman, businesswoman, corporate ally, a nonprofit of the year, as well as the Debbie Simmons Award recipient.
And as far as those businesses, who received those awards this year?
We recognized Tony Tapia from AGT Law PA as Businessman of the Year. We recognized Dawn Callio and Lisa Brown from Bold Over Promotions as Business Women of the Year. Our new business was Artful Events, the operators of the Abbey and the Mez, two great venues to hold events just around the corner from MBA headquarters. And we also recognized Hamburger Mary's as Small Business of the Year. Darden Restaurants was our Corporate Ally of the Year. The GLBT Center and the great work that they've been doing with Randy Stevens as their Executive Director was recognized as the Nonprofit of the Year. And Mary Meeks, who's been the lead for the Orlando Anti-Discrimination Ordinance Committee, a attorney with Carlton and Fields, and now her own practice, was recognized as our Debbie Simmons Award recipient.
Oh, that's great. I want to just explore a little bit about the whole concept of living with pride and authenticity. And of course, the mission of Pride Counts is to promote LGBTQ pride and authentic living. And I know that's important to you personally from conversations we've had in the past, and also important to this organization. And as you think about yourself and just your day-to-day life, what things, if any, can you think of that would be examples of how you live with pride and authenticity?
I think that for me, I'm in a job that requires consistent authenticity, and I'm happy to do that and to set that example for our community, that no matter where you go, no matter what you do, that being yourself is most important. I'll walk into conservative networking organizations and say, hi, my name's Jason Holstein, I'm with the Gay and Lesbian Chamber of Commerce, where you don't have to be gay, just friendly. And some people's eyes pop out of their head. Others take it in stride and say, oh, well, I'm very friendly. But I have no problem doing that wherever I go in Orlando, and that's one of the things why I take pride in Orlando, is that I feel like this is a welcoming and inclusive community.
What's the most important thing they need to know about MBA Orlando as they consider whether or not they want to be a part of MBA Orlando?
I think that our Chamber of Commerce is a community for like-minded business owners, professionals, and individuals to succeed. And I think that when you're able to live authentically, when you're able to be your whole self in who you are, in what you do, and in who you connect with, that your business becomes more successful as a result of that. I don't know people in our organization who do worse when they begin to live more authentically.
Within the organization, they have an organization called the Red Group, which also is over your shoulder here. And that's also a stepped up opportunity for businesses that are a part of the organization. What can you tell me about the Red Group? How does that work?
Red Group is our referral exchange development group, where Thinking Red will have your business seeing green. And it's a category exclusive networking group. So think Noah's Ark, but one of everything, in the sense that you have one business attorney, one banker, one massage therapist, one advertising agency, one IT person, one credit card processing person, and on and on and on. Those people build relationships with one another by attending twice monthly luncheons, and they pass referrals to one another, knowing that referrals are coming back to them. And we find that this is a very productive use of members' time. We close 51% of the referrals that we pass in that group, and that's led to more than $1.2 million in sales in the first 2 years of the organization.
What impact do you think that has just on the general community in terms of how LGBTQ people are perceived in our community?
I think that when straight people know people who are LGBT, they become more understanding. It happens every single day. And with what our chamber does and what our business professionals do day in, day out, and being authentic with not just our chamber members, but with others in the community, when allies come out with Pride and the 85,000 people that are collected there, this foreign concept of what it means to be LGBT becomes a lot more real for people and a lot easier for them to understand that it's really not that big a deal.
Of course, the name of the website is Pride Counts, and I like people to finish a sentence for me, and I'll ask you to start and finish it, but Pride counts because?
I think Pride counts because it has to count. Pride cannot not count. I have to be my authentic self in who I am and what I do, in where I live, in who my friends are, in my workplace environment, and I'm more successful as a result of that. Pride not counting means less success, and to me, Pride counting means a more authentic and a more successful community.
And I'm going to ask one more question related to your answer, because you talked about success. And when you say that living with pride and authenticity allows you to be more successful, I have to ask, successful at what?
I think in business, in life, in happiness, I think that when we are not authentic in the workplace, when we are closeted, when we don't share our whole self with our coworkers, with our business partners, we're holding back, we're filtering. And that filtering makes it more difficult for us to build the relationships that we need in order to do the business that we want to conduct. And if we're able to be authentic and build those relationships and gain more business as a result of it, I think that's a good thing.